When I was younger, I loved the scriptures, but as I read the scriptures, I got kind of discouraged because all of the women that were important in the scriptures were beautiful. Like you have Esther, who is, the most beautiful woman in all of Persia, and then you have Sarah, who's so beautiful that even at 90, the Pharaoh is wanting to, marry her, and you have Rachel, who is beautiful, and you have, Job's daughters were the fairest in the land, and you have all these beautiful women who do incredible things in the scriptures, and even Mary, right? Mary is considered to be the most beautiful virgin of, that anybody had ever seen, and I remember thinking in my teenage self, I'm not very beautiful, and I don't know if God is going to be able to use me because I'm not a beautiful woman. And that sounds kind of funny to me now, older, but at the time I remember being really distraught by that, because in my mind beauty was all physical. It was how I looked, and I had braces and glasses and acne, and I didn't feel beautiful at all. And so I thought, well, I don't know if I'm going to be very important to God. But I remember several years later reading, I think it was in seminary, reading the story of the woman with the issue of blood, and it talks about how she reaches out and she touches Jesus's his robe, and that when she touches his robe, it says that the virtue went out of him, and the teacher showed us that the word virtue in Greek means spirit power. So it doesn't mean, we think of a virtue as being chastity, but Jesus didn't say, oh, the chastity's gone out of me. He said the virtue has gone out of me, and he meant that there was spiritual power that had left him when she touched him, that, had healed her. And for some reason that clicked in my mind, and I thought virtue and spirit power, and I thought, wow, being virtuous and being, doing all these things gives you power. It gives you your spirit power. And in my mind, that I saw that as being the type of power that these women had, the type of power that Esther had, and the type of power that Sarah had, and that Mary had. Wasn't that they were physically beautiful, though I'm sure they probably were very lovely women, but that they had this spirit power, they had this virtue that gave them power, and it also made them beautiful. And I've thought a lot about that over the years, just about how it's easy to be hard on yourself, and it's easy to especially as you get older and your body changes, or you have babies and things, it's easy to get despair on yourself. But I've always thought that if you can focus on that spirit power, right, on laying up that store of energy and that store of beauty inside of yourself, that it makes everything else, it makes you feel better about yourself, and it makes beauty shine out through your eyes and through your hair and through your skin and through your smile and through everything you do.